we are glad to welcome you, Arnab and Lavanya, and we are very pleased that you are one of our speakers for this year's Global Testing Retreat. Thank you so much, and we are very happy to have you as our speakers. So, may I request Arnab and Lavanya to introduce yourself?
Sure. We are even more delighted to take part in the event, actually. So I'll go ahead with my intro now. I'm Lavanya Kalaiselvan, working for over a decade in software industry. I'm basically a computer engineer, and I started my career as a performance tester. I'm always delighted about sharing the knowledge with my peers. Over the period, I have acquired knowledge from diversified tools and technologies that I worked on. Thanks to my organization, I've got opportunities to work with multiple portfolios, which wherein I've developed my interest towards automation and in turn DevOps. Basically, I'm a person who wants to make the work both simpler and easier. So now in my journey, understanding the potential of AI and deep learning, I'm currently engaged in implementing the learned ideologies to improve the performance engineering cycle and to overcome the associated challenges. Yeah.
Hi,
Thank you so much, Lavanya. Arnab, you can go ahead now.
hi everybody. Thanks for giving us the chance to participate in GTR event this year. This is Arnab Majumdar. I have nearly 11 years of experience in IT field, primarily working in non-functional testing. So throughout my journey, I have developed knowledge across different technologies like Java, mainframe, .NET, SAP, DataStage, etc. And I intend to implement all the acquired knowledge into creating automations for our daily testing activities. Currently, we are working together to implement the overall DevOps solution for our performance testing lifecycle for one of the esteemed clients across its businesses.
Thank you so much, Lavanya and Arnab, for that intro. So it's like you have been working in the DevOps areas, and your topic is also redefining DevOps for seamless performance testing. So can you highlight a bit on it, and what would be the key takeaways for the attendees who are attending your session? Can you touch base something on that? Whoever wants to go ahead first.
Yeah. So as we all know that DevOps is gaining rapid momentum in software development life cycle over the years, and its market is expected to grow almost 4 times compared to 2018 in 2023. So, and it has improved the overall delivery process as well. But most of the organizations are facing challenge to implement the DevOps methodologies in software testing lifecycle. And one of the key factors to this is continuous performance testing. So when we do performance testing of an application, we need to consider the end-to-end integrated components and create test scripts considering all the components, data mining, data setup, test environment configuration, and test execution activities. So once the executions are over, we need to do performance defect analysis, performance tuning, and this part of the activity comes later in the software development life cycle. And so it makes the overall process very costly and time consuming. Hence, we have worked on creating a customized DevOps solution, which includes all the industry standard tools and some in-house developed solutions, including automated result analyzer and machine learning based defect triage and performance tuning process. So this solution will be discussed more in detail by Lavanya.
Okay, thanks enough. One of the major challenge which are not told would have been, basically being implementation of performance testing in continuous testing journey itself. But we have devised a solution, and this can be easily achieved through understanding and introducing shift left and shift right concepts. Maybe like NFA management, early PT, component level testing, production monitoring, and feedback. You can pick you should understand things, and we can carefully devise wherever it is needed. We kind of devised a strategy and plan where exactly we can implement these things, and we are going to tell everything in the solution. In addition to this, we can simplify every phase of testing lifecycle with customized solutions. For a performance tester, the most difficult challenge being performance hotspot identification and tuning. For In order to achieve a proper DevOps, we need a perfect feedback loop. Without performance tuning, it is pretty harder. But we have made this possible with the help of deep learning algorithms. We have developed a unique model with classifiers and regressors, wherein classifiers focuses mainly on issue isolation and regressors for root cause analysis. We are There is also a defect triage loop at the end of this cycle, so it's kind of an end-to-end solution devised. For this deep learning stuff, we did multiple analysis, and we have came up with Keras with TensorFlow backend to build this solution. Overall, with whatever we have told, you would have got in mind. Overall, the solution is kind of a full packed model, say from automating every aspects of performance testing cycle to using deep learning methodologies for performance tuning activities. So the key takeaway would definitely be you'll be learning new things. You can understand stuff and implement whatever we have told in the session in your own organizations. So I'm very delighted about discussing all about the solutions and techniques which we have used to build this solution in our session. Thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Arnab and Lavanya. I think performance is one of the very challenging areas which people face, and I think
Yeah.
DevOps, integrating that with the DevOps life cycle, I think your session would be very much interesting, and there is a lot which people would take away from your session. So now moving ahead, you both come with a lot of industry experience, Arnab and
Sure.
Lavanya. So it's like I wanted to know what is your passion and what drives you. So, or
Mm,
what you can add, what is your inspiration and what motivates you for your work every day?
okay. That's a good one. Okay. It's basically I'll come from passion. Maybe I'll always excited about when I want to share things about passion. So I'm always passionate about simplifying things in my life. Even in my introduction, I would have told, I always wanted to make my work simpler and easier. So my passion is always about simplifying things in my life, may it be work or out of work. I'm a person who is less interested on monotonous working style. So this is kind of a driving factor for me to learn new things, even in work, to update my skills. So this is kind of a driving factor for me. And when you say what keeps me going on day-to-day basis, it's basically I would say it's a self satisfaction for me. It's basically like when I go to sleep, I should feel for myself, I should feel satisfied for myself that I did a satisfactory work for the whole day. This will keep me calm and content when I woke up for the day, so that it kind of drives me for the day as well. So it's these are the factors actually.
Thank you so much, Lavanya. Arnab, can you share some of your thoughts on that?
Yeah. So I am very passionate about innovations, and creating new things, learning new technologies, learning new stuffs rather. So whenever I see that the new technological trend is coming into the market, like say IoT or AI, ML, cloud for that matter. So I tend to learn those things even if I don't use them in my daily delivery process, daily testing activities. So and if you ask me what keeps me going daily, so that is kind of a sense of positivity which drives me throughout my day. So once I start my day, I set up some tasks or some activities which I need to do for that particular day. And even if I am not able to finish those, I convince myself that obviously I'll get new opportunities the next day and I'll be able to complete those. I'll be so. every day is a new day in a person's life. So that sense of positivity drives me.
Thank you so much, Arnab and Lavana. Arnab, you mentioned about the new technologies, AI, ML, IoT, and all those things. So my next question is maybe specifically for Arnab. So it's like, where do you see the current technology trend evolving in the next years? And it's like, so since we are dealing majority in the testing domain, so what should the testers really focus on? If you can throw some light on that.
Yeah. So if you ask me about the technological trends in next 5 years, I think all these new things like IoT, AI, and ML will take over the manual stuffs and whatever we do in our testing life cycle. And AI and ML will be the key contributor to the technology. Uh, for that matter. And as a tester, I would always prefer somebody to learn, uh, apart from our daily activities, to learn some programming languages like Java or Python, which are in trend, and has some in-depth knowledge on these key trends like Internet of Things, AI, ML, cloud, all these things. One technology you should have in-depth knowledge.
Thank you so much, Arnab. I think that's very well said, and it's as you rightly pointed out that you should get grips on one technology. There are a lot of technologies which are coming, but you should get your hands firm at least on one or two so that you stay relevant. So, Lavanya, coming to you. So, do you like to read books or something like that? Do you like reading? And if yes, what is your favorite book or favorite author? Would you like to
Uh,
share something on that?
okay, sorry. I'm not a book person. I'm not into novels or stories. I'm most inclined towards reading blogs in my area of interest. Uh, Personally, I'll read from my everyday mistakes. So I'm not a book person.
So one blog or one author that you would like to recommend to our folks in general?
Mm, I have even written my blogs. That's that's different. But I would love to read the blogs on current technologies. All the guns one. If everything is kind of recommended. To keep you up to date.
Great, great. So it's like we have been working from home from past 6 to 8 months now. So it's like work from home is the new normal, as they say. So
Yeah.
what are your views or your thoughts about work from home culture?
I would say there are both advantages and disadvantages. Specific to myself, I would say there are a lot of advantages actually. I am a married person and I have a kid. So if we actually work from home, it's basically like we know things around home. So everything is at point. There are everything we can understand and things. So I'll be pretty calm and composed when I even work. uh, so it's kind of an advantage for me to know things around work and home sitting in one place. But there are few disadvantages, like basically, if we are in work environment, we'll touch base with colleagues, and it's easier for us to communicate with them. So it's kind of mixed feeling. There are a lot of advantages and disadvantages as well. But
Yes.
if these are the new normals, but new normal, we need to embrace that.
Yes, Lavanya. So it's like it has its pros and cons, as rightly mentioned by you. So Arnav, how has work from home treating you? So how has been your experience from work from home?
Yeah, it's been pretty good actually. Whatever Lavanya has told, I totally agree with that. So, and also some recent studies have shown, right, that productivity has increased when we are working from home. So, yeah, and obviously we need to cope up with this new normal. We don't have any other choice, and I hope, I think this is going to be staying in the industry for long term now, and yeah, and obviously I miss the personal interaction which I do with my team members over the day in when I'm working from office. But yeah, we will deal with that, I think.
Yes, absolutely correct. So as Lavanya mentioned out, so it's like we miss meeting our colleagues, having that personal touch and the
Yeah.
communication. So that are some of the cons from work from home. So I think that's it from my side, and we welcome you once again at the conference. We are glad to have you both as our esteemed speakers for the event. Thank you so much, Arnab and Lavanya.